Her family was devout. They went to church every Sunday. Faith was a central part of her life. Emily sang in the choir. She attended Sunday school. She believed in God. She trusted in His teachings. Her world was filled with the stories of the Bible. Emily found comfort in her faith. She prayed regularly. She felt a connection to something larger than herself. Christianity gave her a sense of purpose. It provided her with moral guidance. She was content in her beliefs. She never questioned her faith. As Emily grew older, her faith deepened. She became actively involved in her church's youth group. She participated in mission trips. She helped the less fortunate. Emily found joy in serving others. She felt a sense of community within her church. Her faith was a source of strength. She turned to prayer in times of need. She found solace in God's love. Emily's world revolved around her Christian beliefs. She was taught that Christianity was the only true religion. She believed that Jesus was the Son of God. She had no reason to doubt her faith. High school brought new challenges and perspectives. Emily encountered people from diverse backgrounds. She began to learn about different religions. Her worldview expanded. This exposure sparked a curiosity in her. It also planted the first seeds of doubt. She started questioning some aspects of Christianity. She wondered about the nature of God. She grappled with the concept of the Trinity. The more she learned, the more questions arose in her mind. These doubts were unsettling. They challenged her deeply held beliefs, yet she felt compelled to seek answers. Emily's doubts intensified as she entered college. She delved into theological studies. She studied the Bible with a more critical eye. She noticed inconsistencies in the narratives. She questioned the interpretations of biblical passages. The historical accuracy of certain events troubled her. Her faith, once unwavering, began to waver. She felt a sense of confusion. She struggled to reconcile her doubts with her upbringing. Emily's search for truth became her priority. She was determined to find answers. She yearned for a faith that resonated with her on a deeper level. One day, while researching different religions, Emily stumbled upon Islam. She came across a website mentioning Prophet Muhammad. The website stated that he was mentioned in the Bible. Intrigued, she began to research further. Emily had never heard of Prophet Muhammad being mentioned in the Bible. She had always been taught that Jesus was the final prophet. This new information sparked a fire within her. She felt a strong urge to learn more. She realized how little she knew about Islam. Her curiosity led her to purchase an English translation of the Quran. Section 6. The Quran's Embrace. Emily approached the Quran with an open mind. She had always been curious about different cultures and religions, and the Quran was no exception. She decided to read it not just as a religious text, but as a piece of literature that had influenced millions of lives over centuries. As she delved into its verses, she felt a profound connection. The words seemed to speak directly to her, addressing the very questions she had pondered for so long. It was as if the Quran was a long-lost friend, offering wisdom and comfort. The Quran's message resonated with her soul. It wasn't just the poetic beauty of the language, but the depth of the teachings that captivated her. She found herself reflecting on the verses long after she had closed the book. It spoke of one God, merciful and compassionate. This concept of a singular, all-encompassing deity was both comforting and empowering. It made her feel connected to something greater than herself, something eternal and unchanging. It emphasized the importance of justice, kindness, and compassion. These were values she had always held dear, but seeing them so clearly articulated in the Quran gave them new meaning. She felt inspired to live by these principles more consciously. The Quran provided answers to questions that had troubled her for years. Questions about the purpose of life, the nature of good and evil, and the path to true happiness. Each verse seemed to peel away a layer of confusion, revealing a clearer understanding of the world and her place in it. It addressed the nature of God with clarity. The descriptions of God's attributes, His mercy, His justice, His omnipotence, were both awe-inspiring and reassuring. They painted a picture of a deity who was both majestic and intimately involved in the lives of His creation. It spoke of Jesus as a respected prophet of God. This was a revelation to Emily, who had always known Jesus in a different context. Seeing him honored in the Quran bridged a gap between her previous beliefs and her new understanding, creating a sense of continuity and respect. The more she read, the more she felt a sense of peace. The teachings of the Quran were not just theoretical. They were practical guidelines for living a fulfilling and ethical life. This newfound peace was not just a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated tranquility that permeated her daily existence. She was drawn to the beauty of Islamic teachings. The emphasis on community, the rituals of prayer, and the rich history all added layers of meaning to her spiritual journey. Emily realized that the Quran was not just a book, but a guide to a way of life that was both profound and beautiful. Section 7. Divine Guidance on Campus. One serene afternoon, while walking across the college campus, Emily had a profound experience that would change her life forever. She was deep in thought, contemplating her spiritual journey and the questions that had been lingering in her mind for months. Suddenly, as she sat under a large oak tree, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace wash over her, unlike anything she had ever felt before. It was as if a gentle voice was guiding her, whispering words of comfort and clarity into her heart. At that moment, she knew in her heart that Islam was the truth she had been seeking. The teachings she had been exploring suddenly made perfect sense. The doubts that had clouded her mind for so long vanished, replaced by a newfound sense of certainty and conviction. She felt a sense of clarity and purpose that she had never experienced before. Her steps felt lighter, and her heart was filled with a profound sense of direction. Emily realized that this was divine guidance, a moment of spiritual awakening that had been bestowed upon her. She was filled with gratitude and joy, her heart swelling with a sense of fulfillment and peace. Her heart embraced Islam completely, and she felt a deep connection to her faith, knowing that she had found her true path. Emily began to immerse herself in the campus Muslim community, attending study groups and participating in events that enriched her understanding and connection to her faith. She found support and friendship among her peers, who welcomed her with open arms and shared their own journeys and experiences. Emily also began to give back to the community, volunteering at campus events and helping fellow students, feeling a sense of fulfillment in serving others. Through her journey, Emily kept a journal, documenting her thoughts, reflections, and the divine moments that guided her along the way. As she looked back on her journey, she felt a deep sense of gratitude for the divine guidance that had led her to this point, knowing that her faith had given her life a new meaning and purpose. Section 8. Finding Peace in Islam. Emily's conversion to Islam was a deeply personal and transformative experience. She found solace in the 5 daily prayers. She appreciated the emphasis on community and charity. The Islamic teachings resonated with her values. She embraced the Islamic way of life with enthusiasm. Her fears and doubts were replaced with peace. She found a sense of belonging within the Muslim community. Emily's journey taught her the importance of seeking knowledge. It highlighted the power of divine guidance. She learned to trust her heart and her intuition. Section 9. A Universal Message. Emily's story is an inspiration to us all. Her journey began with a simple question, one that many of us have pondered at some point in our lives. What is the true meaning of faith? This question led her on a path of exploration and discovery, one that took her to various places of worship and into the hearts of different communities. It reminds us that the search for truth is a personal journey. Emily spent countless hours reading religious texts, attending services, and engaging in deep conversations with people of different faiths. Each step she took brought her closer to understanding the diverse tapestry of beliefs that make up our world. It encourages us to question, to explore, and to remain open to new perspectives. Emily's willingness to step outside her comfort zone and immerse herself in unfamiliar traditions was a testament to her courage and open-mindedness. She learned that every faith has its own unique beauty and wisdom to offer. We should never be afraid to embark on our own spiritual quests. Emily's journey was not without its challenges. There were moments of doubt and confusion, times when she questioned whether she was on the right path. But she persevered, driven by a deep desire to find her own truth. The path to truth may not always be easy. Emily often found herself at crossroads, faced with difficult decisions and conflicting emotions. But she learned that these moments of uncertainty were opportunities for growth and self-discovery. There may be moments of doubt, confusion, and uncertainty. Emily's story teaches us that it's okay to feel lost sometimes. It's a natural part of the journey. What matters is how we respond to these challenges and what we learn from them. But we must trust in divine guidance. Emily found solace in the belief that a higher power was guiding her steps, even when the path seemed unclear. This faith gave her the strength to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. We must have faith that the truth will always reveal itself. Emily's journey is a powerful reminder that the search for truth is a lifelong endeavor. It's a path that requires patience, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in the goodness of the human spirit. Let us approach our spiritual journeys with sincerity, humility, and an open heart. Just as Emily did, let us embrace the diversity of our world and seek to understand the many ways in which people find meaning and purpose in their lives. In doing so, we can build bridges of understanding and create a more compassionate and harmonious world for all.